What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back here for yet another episode, and in today's video we are going to be going over my top 5 favorite summer baits. Alright guys, so how I'm going to do these baits and how I'm going to put them in order is I'm going to start at baits that I would use on the top of the water, and then in the middle, and then on the bottom, like jigs and wacky rigs and that kind of stuff. So let's get on to bait number 1. Alright guys, so getting on to bait number 1, we've got the good old black frog. Now I've been fishing with this thing a lot in some of my recent videos, and you guys know that I have been smoking them on this thing. And I've been fishing this thing super simple. You just cast it out, twitch it down. Where I like to fish it is along grass or weed edges, and just in the grass, in the thickest of stuff. There we go. Can't find my words today. But you just cast this out there and you will get nailed. I like to throw this in the morning mainly because that's when the bass are more active and they're more likely to come up to the surface and eat. And but other than that, I pretty much stick to the morning and some at night. And the combo that I've been running this on is a 13 fishing defy black right here. It's a 7-foot 3-inch medium heavy right here. This is by far one of my favorite rods. And the thing is about this rod is that you can use it for some of the exact same baits that will come later in the video. And the rod, or not the rod, the reel and the line is 50-pound Power Pro braid. That's pretty much the only braid that I use, and the reel is a Abu Garcia Black Max. Again, great reel. It's only like 30 bucks. I think I bought it on sale, and it's been a great reel for probably 2 years, and it's been amazing. Alright guys, so getting on to more middle of the water column baits that are more moving and that kind of stuff. We've got the good old ChatterBait right here. Now I've got 2 different colors. We've got a shad deal that has a little grub on it, and then we've got a more of a kind of bluegill one with a swim bait trailer on here. Now what I like to do with these is, if it's later in the day or middle of the day, I like to use these as a search bait. If you guys don't know what a search bait is, it's pretty much where you cast it around, you keep moving, and you try to find those fish. And then you can stop and you can get a shaky head or a jig or something more finesse, or something that you can cast out and let it sink to the bottom and work it slower and get some of those fish doing that. But these are one of my favorite moving baits. You guys have seen me catch tons of fish on these as of lately, and these are my 2 main colors, a more like natural bluegill to green pumpkin one, and then a shad, and that's pretty much going to cover all your needs, unless you're going to deal with really muddy water, where I would use a black one or a black and blue chatterbait. But the rod that I like, the rod and reel that I like to throw this on, is the exact same as the frog, a 7.1 to a 7.3 medium heavy. So you've got enough backbone to cast out, or you've got enough tip to cast out your lure, and enough backbone to set these pretty decent size hooks. And yeah, they work great. Alright guys, so my next favorite moving bait has got to be a good old swim jig. Now these swim jigs are made by a company called Legendary Baits. That is actually a company that I own, and these jigs are, I am proud of making these jigs. I've been product testing these for a while. That's what's taken me so long to get these out, but they are finally out, up on the website. You guys can click the link down in the description, and it'll take you right to them, and you guys can purchase some of these. We've got 3 colors, a shad, a bluegill right here, and then we've also got another color called American or Merkin, and that's obviously a red, white, and blue jig. But that's a swim jig right here. I like to fish them exactly like a chatterbait, where you just cast it out, another great search bait, and reel it until you find fish and keep yourself moving, and then you can stop, slow down with a jig or a wacky rig or something like that. But these jigs are great. I fished with them tons, caught tons of fish on them, and they look pretty sweet as well. Like, just take a look at them right there, man. You guys drop a comment down below if you like some of these, but I like them. The rod and reel that I would use for these swim jigs would be the exact same rod that I've been talking about for the chatterbait and the frog, which is a 7.1 to 7.3 medium heavy with a just a normal gear ratio reel and 50-pound braid, and then your reel could be that Abu Garcia Black Max, and your combo is still picked up 3 of these baits, and still under $100, so pretty awesome little swim jigs. Alright guys, so getting on to the third bait is a jig. Now these 2 jigs right here are made by my company as well, Legendary Baits. If you guys want any of these jigs, the link is down in the description again. And this jig right here is a natural baller jig. These are currently out of stock, but luckily for you, these ones right here, these American football jigs, are still in stock. And the biggest bass that I've caught so far this year has been caught on this exact jig right here, just using it almost like a swim jig. But we didn't have the swim jig out on the market yet, but now they are. So how I like to fish these is on a 7-foot 1-inch medium heavy made by 13 Fishing. It's a Defy Black with a loose 7:1-to-1 gear ratio reel. I like higher speed gear ratio reels. My theory is always you can't speed up faster than your reel can go, but you can always slow down. So that's why I like faster gear ratios. But you cast that out on 12-pound fluorocarbon, and you got yourself a money combo, and very deadly too. So that's pretty much that. Cast it out, let it sink to the bottom, hop it back a little bit, and you'll be golden. Alright guys, so the third and final bait is a good old little Wacky Rig Senko deal. Now, you guys might recognize this bait from the May mystery tackle box, and this was the Ketchco Waggle Worm and the Ketchco Flickety Split little jig head deal. Now this was a great combo to throw in that month's box, and I've caught tons of fish on it already. And what I'm throwing that on is this is the same rod that I'd use for jigs, 13 Fishing 1.3 Defy Black 7.1 medium heavy with a loose speed spool with a 7:1-to-1 gear ratio reel. I actually have braid on this rod now, so I can use it more as a multi-purpose rod as well. But cast this out, let it sink to the bottom. Flick shakes are really good because they're meant to almost be just like a drop shot. You can cast it out, let it sink to the bottom, and just kind of shake it there. Give her a good old dangle. But cast it out, let it sink there. I like to fish them just like a normal Wacky Rig, and I've caught plenty of fish on that as well. Alright guys, so I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I hope you all got something on the combos that I use, how I like to fish these baits, and they can be some pretty exciting baits. One, the frog is like, who doesn't want to catch a frog fish? The chatterbait and the swim jig are great search baits, and can really nail down those fish, or really find those fish. There we go, can't find my words today. And then the jig and the Wacky Rig can catch those fish once you have found them. Or if you still have beds, you can flip them on beds and catch those lunks, those big old fat bass. But anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to smash that subscribe button, and we will catch y'all on the next episode of LMB Nation. Peace guys.